We're broadcasting from the UN Climate Summit, that's COP30, from the Brazilian city of Belém. It's the gateway to the Amazon. Leaders and delegates from more than 190 countries have entered a second week of negotiations. On Saturday, Democracy Now! Was in the streets of Belém as tens of thousands of protesters gathered demanding urgent climate action. The Great People's March was the first major climate protest at a UN climate summit since 2021. The 3 previous climate summits were hosted by nations that banned public actions: Egypt, the United Arab Emirates, and Azerbaijan.
The streets of Belém, where the UN Climate Summit is taking place. We're halfway through the negotiations of COP30. It's a Saturday. Thousands of people have taken to the streets demanding urgent climate action. We spoke to several of them.
My name is Giovanni Del Prede. I'm from Brazil, from São Paulo. I'm here with all the people from we have here gathered more than 60 countries here, and we have gathered in UFPA University, the Rio COP Summit here, the People's Summit in the university here of the state of Pará. We have gathered there 30,000 people that from 60 countries. Here we are denouncing all the false solutions in the COP30. We are saying that the financial market was in the official COP30, and the real people and the real solutions were here. We are here, seen here on the streets. So this is our message to the world. Against the war, against the imperialist invasion, we are seeing U.S. right now just launching a new military attempt against Venezuela, against Colombia, and this is what matters. There is no peace, there's no possibility of environmental solutions with war, with fossil fuels, and this is what we are here. Denouncing, and more than denouncing the problems, but also presenting proposals for life in the peoples, the peasants, the women movement. We have the diversity of all societies here. So this is what we are doing here. Fight for our life.
Sou mulher amazônica.
I am an Amazonian woman. I am an activist in the peasant women's movement. And we are here at the global march in defense of life, in defense of our territories, and we will not negotiate our rights. Because there is no living territory if we are not alive. We will not negotiate our rights.
Okay, I am Lucía Ixchíu, a Maya Quiche woman from Guatemala. I'm part of the Amazon Flotilla and also Festivales Media in Guatemala. I'm staying the march, supporting indigenous grassroots organizations in Brazil, but also defending and denouncing the ecocide in Guatemala and in the different parts of the continent. I'm also part of the Yacumama Flotilla. We travel for more than 31 days for the Amazon River from Ecuador to Belém, and we see the ecocide there. So for us, it's very important to be here and stand together because we have to take action together for the environmental issue.
Why is that sense of solidarity so important, especially among indigenous leaders from across the region and around the world?
Well, one of the most important things for me for this COP is the action and the solidarity that we are building together as an indigenous leaders and land defenders for different parts of the world. Because we know that the answer is us. We know that we are the lead alternatives. We have the answers and we have the response for all the devastation and the destruction for the climate crisis. And we are making this together. We know that we have the solutions.
My name is Delma Wellington Jovo from Zimbabwe, a smallholder farmer, a peasant farmer from my country. I'm part of the international movement of La Via Campesina. We are here because as La Via Campesina, we are concerned of the false solutions that are being given. We are concerned about the power that is still playing in the COP. We feel the power is not equal. The corporate capture of the system has gone high, and so we have come to lend our voice to say this is high time it should stop. People should look at the people first, not at money, not at anything, but just look at the people and the farmers. We are the majority, even in any country. Therefore, we should be considered first. That's why we are here.
My name is Erdinaldo Rodrigues. I am the chief of the Miricituba village, and the message I want to tell the government is on this banner. It's for them to leave us, the Tapajós, in peace. They take away our food, the food of our children and grandchildren, and that is our territory. That is a sacred place where we must fight until the end of our lives, until we die. For that river, for the stones, for the rock formations, all of that serves as a symbol of our ancestors. That place is a legend to us. And I want to tell the government to look out for us because stop harming us in our region, in our Amazon rainforest.
Our families are dying, our territories are dying, our orders are dying. In our culture, we and the nature we are the same thing. We are not separate. So our life, our spirituality, and our mind, our feelings is totally connected to the rivers. We are the waters, people of the waters, fishermen and fisherwomen. Our life is the river. Our life is the ocean. And the ocean and the ocean's animals have no voice. We are the voice of the waters, of the water animals, and they are dying, are crying, and no, that needs to stop right now.
It's just really important to point out that there's a lot of focus in Amazon, in the forest, but there's also need to focus on the riverine communities, on the Quilombola communities, and also in the communities from other areas that are also guardians of our ecosystem, and ecosystems that are very important, like the fisher folk in the coast and the fisher folk in the mangroves. So this is the movement that represents them.
Tom Goldtooth from Minnesota, United States, Indigenous Environmental Network. We are a global international network of indigenous people. We're standing here with our relatives from the global south, from the Amazon, to speak with one mind and one voice and one heart. We're demanding that all these fossil fuel lobbyists be removed. It's very unethical and immoral that there's more there than the indigenous people here from the local region. We have indigenous people here who have to fight to get in, but we have these corporations that can just waltz right in with no struggle. So we're declaring that the rights of indigenous people be recognized and that there be climate action, real solutions, and we have that as indigenous people.
Denunciar toda la negociación capitalista sobre.
We are here to denounce the capitalist negotiations in the face of the climate crisis, which never manages to fulfill any agreements for controlling greenhouse gas emissions or establishing carbon sinks. Instead, it's pure capitalist business interests with no results. We must insist on mitigation and compensation, as well as adaptation. Climate justice is also necessary, and that implies compensation for the damage caused by the climate crisis inflicted by capitalism and global imperialism. And of course, solidarity with the people of Venezuela who are being threatened with the use of force by a thug in a red tie and blue suit, but who only wants not freedom, not democracy, not humanitarian aid.
Con corbata roja y traje azul, pero que lo único que quiere no es libertad.
But to plunder the resources, not only of Venezuela, they want to enter the Amazon through Venezuela, and they're coming to seize all of Latin America.
Por Venezuela, pero vienen contra toda Latinoamérica.
Fight for climate justice!
Resist imperialism!
Fight for climate justice!
Resist imperialism!
I'm Rachel Junsai. I'm from the Philippines, and I'm with the People's Rising for Climate Justice. We're marching with the people of Belém today to demand accountability from the world leaders as they attend COP30. As we can see, a lot of wars and occupations has been happening all over the world, from Palestine to Sudan to Congo and other regions, West Papua and even in Asia. And with that, the ongoing ecocide is something that we should not tolerate, something that we should not allow. And so we're here demanding for these world leaders, for these imperialist nations to stop the US-led wars, to stop their imperialist dominations over these countries, to stop the food blockades, and to stop violating the human rights of those people and the environment. Communities in the Philippines are devastated by flooding and corruption, and those are things that should have been talked about in the COP30, and yet we are seeing false solutions. We are seeing carbon markets that do not do justice to the people. Instead of putting the spotlight on the communities affected by the typhoons, it is the world leaders, it is the global North imperialist nation that are taking up space. That's why the movement is here, to get their space, to demand accountability, and to fight back against these world leaders who are dominating the space that should have been for the people and for the environment.
Why are we on the streets today? Can we answer that question, please? We are tired of false solutions. We are tired of corporate capture of the system. We are tired of being slaves in our own countries. I believe the power is in us to say no. As we stand together, let the COP know that we are concerned as peasants. Power to the people.
From the streets of Belém, this is Maria Inés Taracena with Democracy Now!
Voices from the streets of Belém, here in Brazil, at Saturday's major indigenous-led climate protest outside the UN Climate Summit, where we are right now. Special thanks to Maria Taracena, Sam Alcoff, and Charina Nadurda. Thanks for watching Democracy Now! On YouTube. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to make sure you never miss a video. And for more of our audience-supported journalism, go to democracynow.org, where you can download our news app, sign up for our newsletter, subscribe to the daily podcast, and so much more.